Hello again. Welcome back. Another Friday. Yes, we are here again. As you have seen, we are already excited about diaspora, and diaspora are doing great work wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying your home time, staying safe. Yes, share with everybody outside there. We're here back on live again on another Friday with another guest doing amazing work out there. Yes, our guest is almost here, just sorting herself out. And the whole idea here, and I want to really get close to you, is all about diasporans. Diasporans, what are you doing to support the economic development back at home in Africa? And I'm going to share with you, most of the sharing, a lot of guests, or most of them are my members, and seeing what they're doing here in diaspora, supporting the African economy and development. And this is what we are so proud of our members being able to be supporting us, the economy back at home, starting businesses for our members, and a lot more as we get into the continent. And yes, we diasporans are the bridge. Yes, we are the bridge. We are going to really bring businesses. The doors are opening. People are listening to us. And that's why we're here with you, to make sure that you can just jot me in the line whether you can hear me well, so that we can get started. I can see that there's a little bit of noise at the back. Probably you can't hear me well. Yes, there was some music at the background, but I hope you can hear me well. Let me know. There's a chat next to you. Share with your friends. Let me know whether you can hear us. As I was saying, it's a Friday. We are happy to have you here with us, because it's all about what diaspora what are the diaspora doing in the continent. That's the story of today. We welcome you. Let us know where you're listening from. Let's get engaged here on this platform as I wait for my guest to be joining us, because today's topic is really interesting, and I want to engage you a lot with this topic. As you can see there, our Nelly, she's coming all the way from Holland. And Nelly Otenyo is based, and she's based in Holland, supporting the women in fashion. As you can see, they are very glamorous and always representing Africa in the best way in Holland. And we will be finding out why is it important for diaspora to involve themselves in Africa businesses, and how to manage your business from abroad. Yes, she will be telling us how she's doing that, and how to sustain the support network around, because it's a lot of work to make sure that everything is working according to the plan. Coordination back at home here, making goods and services are already on place. And I'll be showing you what the diasporans are doing at the moment, to show you, yes, you can. You are the bridge of the person we are waiting for to support the African continent. It's in the economical development. And I'm here to share with you all that. And before we get started, I'm going to share with you her work. She has been doing very great in the fashion industry. So I'm going to share with you a video as I wait for her to get in as well, so that we can get started. And I will be showing her video with you to see the fashion that she does. Actually, I've created her own brand, rapping words, and it's such an authentic name, and how to use the traditional lessons. If you all know the Kenyan, we all have these kangas lesson with the words written around, very symbolic words that guide us throughout our life, and she uses that to make creation out of it. So I'm going to show you a video as I wait for her to jump in here and have a camera on. If Nelly, you're here, put on your camera as soon as possible, and I'm going to be able to share with the people here. And I can see you're here already. Yes, our Nelly is here. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to see you here. And I hope you can hear as well.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I'm hearing a little bit of quack, but I bet you can hear. We can hear you quite a little bit well. And just to see where we have a little bit just to make sure we have the right guest here. Great, fantastic. So I'm going to share your video here before you introduce yourself so that people can see what the work you're doing. It's amazing work you're doing outside there, and people need to see the way the diasporans are really engaging themselves, putting themselves forward. And if you're there listening, I acknowledge you. I can see all of you have joined here. Please let us know where you're listening us from, and get engaged. There's a chat on the WhatsApp or on YouTube. If you write to us where you're listening from, we'll be able to see you here and we can engage with you. Write to us your comments. We're happy to listen to hear about you. So, and I want to welcome everyone. Share with everyone. It's all about diaspora and what are the diaspora doing outside there. So I'm going to share with you the video as you people log in, and it's a very, very a video that I really enjoy. Thank you for preparing this. It was one of the videos that you showed during the AWE summit, and we were thrilled with all these designs. Very, very beautiful. And you're going to tell us a little bit about that right now. Let's see about the video so that you all enjoy. Wonderful, wonderful outfit there. Wow, wow, wow. I can just see everybody there saying, nice outfit. Happy to see you, Nelly. Yes, the lady of the modeling. And you might be thinking that Nelly, she is a fashion designer, but she is a fashion designer supporters, and she's gonna come and tell us how she's doing it. How are you doing this already here in the diaspora? And I know you're full-time worker, but before we go there, please introduce yourself. Who is Nelly?
Oh, yes, you said it. I mean, I'm not a fashion designer, but it's something that came into my hands, and now I'm trying to take it and receive it fully. I'm Nelly Oteño, living in the Maastricht, in the south of the Netherlands. I've been here more than 10 years. And yeah, I work with the Africans both in my full-time employment and in my calling, let's say, because I really believe that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So yeah.
Wow, wow. This is so, so impressive because, as I said before, you are supporting designers back at home because the whole topic of today, those people who are here, and we will all discuss this together, why it is important for diaspora to involve themselves in African businesses, because this is what you're doing right now. And if you're listening to us right now, please let us know where you're listening from, engage with us, ask us questions as we are going on, and give your feedback, because this is about diaspora. What are the diaspora doing at the moment? So tell us, why is it important for the diaspora to involve themselves in African businesses? Because I know you have been working together with fashion designers in Kenya, and what they do, they are professional in their own way, but they have problems to get their products received or bought, and the market is not very ready. And you have really come here as a bridge to make sure that they reach the customers, because the customers actually is our women, and we love the outfit you bring them, because what we want to wear African clothes, but where do we get? So you came up with this idea, and you work together with your designers and being the bridge in between. So why is it important for diaspora to involve themselves in African businesses?
First of all, I mean, just from anybody who has done any project about globalization and what's happening in the world now, we see that Africa is really an emerging market. Previously, it was Asia, and everybody was trying to produce in Asia, but we've seen what has happened in the last couple of years. I don't want to go into politics, but because of the numerous loans to Africa and all the developing countries, Africa now is the place where every country wants to have like a plant or a manufacturing area. And even if you look at the big corporations, many of them have headquarters in Nairobi. Or, I mean, okay, I'm Kenyan, that's why I say
Yeah,
Nairobi.
let's talk about Kenya. Let's hit there, because Africa, people think Africa is a country. It's not. It's a continent. So we are talking about, you're from Kenya, supporting your Kenyan community as well.
Okay, let's talk about Kenya. But if you just look at many of these corporations and many big companies, headquarters are in East Africa, Kenya, because it's the hub. All these companies know, and they've realized at a very early stage that they need to be Africa to be able to kind of harvest the benefits that are coming. So it's an emerging market. You've seen that things have improved. Technology, it's not like 10 years ago where you had to struggle to get something. It's like things are happening first, and we have a younger population. I was trying to read and trying to remember what I learned in uni and just trying to see globalization. It's like by 2050, we would have grown almost to 1.9 billion, just Africa itself. And most of the people are 15 to 25 years. Can you imagine 60% is that age? That means we are going to be the ones that are working. Okay, not me, but this 15 to 25, they'll be holding the nation. I mean, it's crazy if you think about it. So first of all, the diaspora should be involved because Africa is an emerging market. Africa has changed. There's so much potential now, technology and just things that are changing. But we will come into the challenges later. And also the third thing, diasporians, how you call them, they're going back home. For a long time, they stayed abroad, but finally, people are going back home. So that is why we need to be involved with what's happening in Africa, because where do you want to go back to? And what policies and what changes do you want to see to where you're going? Yeah.
Wow, you said it all. We are going back home. We want to go with a plan. You don't want to go back home with no plans. And you are leading these in the fashion industry. So you're bringing the clothes. It doesn't mean that you need to be on the ground. You're still supporting the project even when you're here. And that's why you branded a new brand. And now you're using that brand. You can easily even go back home and continue with your brand and still selling the product. And I like the way you say it's the method of free trade that is coming up. Those people who haven't heard about it, it's starting in January. African continent free trade area, ACFTA, is coming out in January, and these are free trade area where African is now being involved globally in the global market, and this is where we diaspora come in. And you're already in this, especially in the export import, and you can do this at your wherever you are. We are not saying you go back home, but probably they need you here to be able to be alert when they need you to help them to bring the products here in the continent and to sell them when the products are there. And also something else that you also will agree with me is the skills, the diasporans. I'm sure when you're having your designers, you're talking to them about the style you want. There's a style you go, no, this one I cannot sell it. How are you involving yourself, sharing the skills that you have here in Europe? You've seen the fashion industry, how it's covered, how to bring the African fashion to compete with the European fashion. How is that in your side?
I think they always say customer is king. Even when they pay you, it's like at the back of your mind, you always have to like, oh, okay, what truth are they telling? And I've been so fortunate with customers and clients who just tell me as it is, like, okay, that color won't look nice on me. Okay, try to mix it with a little black, because I mean, we're in Europe. There's a lot of black here, especially in winter. So you don't want to bring the whole purple here. Just trim it down, mix it a bit. And also you don't want to make the client, especially if they're not Africans, to feel uncomfortable in all this colorful outfit, because there's a lot of miscommunication and misinterpretation when an African wears an African cloth. Some people think like, oh, why are they pretending to be African? I don't know why people always think like that. It's like they're trying to be African. No, it's fabric. I mean, anyone can wear fabric that is of any color. So I'm fortunate that my customers and my partners always say, okay, tweak it a bit. And then the women I work with are always also very trendy and up to date. So they're always like, okay, Nelly. And I try to tell them in the Netherlands, we are cycling. So please, even if you make the dress, make it a bit free at the bottom, because I'll be on my bike cycling. So we try to adapt to every culture and every market. And it's a learning process. I mean, yeah, we are learning as we go on. Yeah.
Yes, and then and that's why I'm just thinking like, okay, you're here, you're there, because I remember when one time I wanted an outfit, and I did home science, because this was the good thing of our old education. You were taught everything, right? And I was very good with home science. So, and you then, but to remember where is the sleeve, where to measure. I loved it. The way technology now has also helped you to get them take a video, show us how to measure ourselves, and then send them those information. So there was this video telling you measure from here to here. That is this, you put it down and then measure here and there, and then you get your design from Africa, I mean from Kenya in this case. And so this is doable now with the technology now, that people are able to do businesses from abroad. So how do you manage your business from abroad, apart from that kind of challenges? Also put the challenges as well in here, and how you overcome them to make sure that the brand still come. And I have to say, your fashions are tip top, really. I had those people who are listening here, her design are tip top. They are really to the standard. Go ahead.
Thank you, thank you. After this interview, I'll be hearing all the kaching on the website.
I know you're the kaching lady. Pesa pesa. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us how do you manage your business from abroad?
I think because everybody says when you have the vision and you are the person, like when you started Awe, it was only you with the vision, and maybe with Wamboi, because co-founder, you sat and you had the vision, and then you had to translate, because as you grow, you can't be the one holding on to the vision. At one point, you have to disperse it to people who understand it and they run with it. Because if you say you're the one who wants to hold, 10 years ago when you went to those government offices, the manager went with the key. So you come in and you're told, the manager is gone, and then you have to wait. But now, manager or no manager, things are on the computer, you can get access to them. So I don't want to be that person who holds on to the vision. And then if someone wants something, Nelly is not here. So I had to also let go of control. If you want to grow, you have to let go of control and trust that you'll find people who can take the vision and run with it. And fortunate enough, I've found a team that I told my vision. Even just recently, I hired like three interns, and I had to tell myself that I trust them, that they will make this team a great team. You don't find a great team. You don't find a great designer. You don't find a great partner in Africa to work with. The team makes itself a great team also by trusting and knowing and running with the vision. I always tell them, take this business or a project as your own. I'm just there because I've given you the platform. But if you take it as your own, we don't even need to talk. Once a week, we just talk hi and we talk about other things, but not about the business. So I think the real challenge is not trusting people, and also micromanaging and keeping, telling them the vision over and over again. Tell them once, and if they understand it, they will run with it. So that is something that I'm still tweaking, but the vision-wise, they have understood it, and I just need to trust that they will make the team great themselves. Yeah.
Wow. So that means there is quite a lot of work from your side, challenges to be able to make sure that they bring the product, but you trust, delegating. That's more important. And the technology now, you can easily be able to access if they, and the data and the payment system, because there's that part of the trust that has been made it easy for trusting. And how is it for you for the transportation from things from Kenya to here? How is the process? Can it be improved? How is it going on your side?
You mentioned about payments. So I did a little research. I mean, we know obviously, and even last week you were talking about the remittance to Africa. Like if that money was accounted, we would be the 15th largest economy.
I
I
agree
was,
with you.
I mean, I knew it was big, but I was like, the 15th largest economy is just the Africans in diaspora sending money home. So that part we are doing really great because one time a week I'm sending €5, as little as €5. Sometimes I'm sending 50, but it accumulates. So in that part of sending money and payments, even in the remotest part of Kenya, wonderful. But logistics is crazy because for us to go back home as an emerging economy, go back home because we are returning with our skills, go back home because Africa is an untapped market, there's still something that is lacking until the policies and the regulations are, what was that word? Predictable. Because here it's predictable. The Dutch will tell you, okay, I live in Holland. The Dutch will tell you, oh, your delivery will be here between noon and 6. And trust me, it will be there at that time. So you're able to predict. But back home, they tell you between 2 and 6. Oh no, it's not between 2 and 6. So this is a challenge because me telling my client, you're expecting it on your birthday. Can you imagine? Or your daughter's birthday. And they're like, oh, yay, great. I send them pictures. I send them the package. Birthday comes, the thing is not there. And there's no communication with the logistical companies. They're like, we sent it. This is the tracking. We don't know. It will come. So that is what is lacking. The logistic part, really, whoever is listening, if you have a solution, and I think it's teaming
It's
up.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. The solution is coming. We are seeing a lot of development from January.
For this one, we have to team up because nobody will do it alone. We have to team up with companies and African in diaspora who are willing to come up together, because as a one-man show,
No.
you won't make it. We have to come back, like the way they're doing to transport things at home, we have to do the vice versa. An African company that does that, because if that is solved, yeah, that would be amazing.
Yes. That's the whole idea. The Africa Free Trade Area is that's what they are working on, and it's actually on the big topic about export import, how to make it easier. And we are seeing all these private sectors also coming up. I'm very much involved with that in these topics. That's why I know so much. I'm following up very much, and also sharing with all of you here, diasporans. There is so much coming up as from January. You need to be alert how you can be part of this, because these opportunities are waiting, and you are the one to let down the continent, because you know exactly what is needed and you can take it and run with it. As you had, take the idea and run with it. Some people are really caught up with work and they're not able to do, but there's always something small you can do. As you can hear, Nelly, she's doing fashion design. Thank you everybody who is joining and popping in. I can see a lot of you answering, giving me a few comments there. Keep throwing them here, and let's have a conversation here. If you have a question, I believe that's my Jerry, always my customer here. I love you. Thank you for coming in again. Thank you. I can see Carol K was also here. Please leave some few questions and contribute to this discussion. And even you can ask a question yourself. Let's ask Nelly a question. How do you think, how does she manage to do businesses from a distance, and how has she been successful? Can you tell us, how long have you been doing this?
I started the story, I think it's more than, the vision was born 10 years ago, but I finally took the step 2017, so that's 3 years ago. And then because I was holding to the vision, so that means it was not growing, because I want to do it at my own free time. You have small babies, you have a full-time job, and I decided to let it go. I decided, okay, let me let this baby go so that it can deserve the growth. No, it can grow as it deserves. So I would say for a few months now, it's out of my hands. So I'm counting that in 2020, that's when I started, because that's when I've let it go. that's when I've been kicked out of the control.
2020, when everybody is dying, 2020, you're shining. That's really good news. And I have to say, before 2020, well, 2020 have thrown us around. Let's go back a little bit, because maybe things will go back to normal, but not the same, but a little normal. How have you been marketing your products? Because that's another question. So you're here in abroad, fine, you've managed to get the products. You're using the flights to bring your products to you with packages. Some of you who know how the system works, either you're using the ship, the water
Yeah.
transport, or the flights. And the flights are the most expensive anyway. And the shipment, it's not a guarantee you'll get your product, and you need it in a big quantity. I know that sometimes some ships disappear in the sea. You go like, what happened? But anyway, how now you got the products here in Germany. So how do you sell them?
First, I started with Facebook. I mean, that's where everybody is. So you post one picture, I post myself. I was my own billboard, really. 3 years ago, I wore the clothes to the office. I wore the jewelry to the office. And even on the streets in the supermarket, people stopped me like, hey, where is that from? And I was like, let me tell you where this is from. And then I realized, okay, winter is coming. Sometimes I cannot wear this every day. I need to, I'm covering it with my jacket. Nobody can see it. So I made the jackets also. I made the trench coat so that can be seen. And then I posted on Facebook, and then the friends and the clients also post on Facebook, and then people see it. And then I decided to go to Etsy. Etsy used to be great, but according to my opinion, things have changed. And then now I decided, okay, because I'm letting this baby grow and out of my hands, let me also make a website, because then it's really out of my hands. So that's what we've done in 2020. The website is up and running, angazacreations.com. And and then there's just a team that is promoting, working with the local influencers back in Kenya. So, and anybody, I mean, we have our own influencer here, Carol, the chef. So,
Yes, I was on your profile the other day, and I noticed how she's actually your marketer now. I was trying to get some information. Where is your link to get the shop? Because I also noticed you're using Facebook as your shop as well to sell your product. And it's really nicely the way Facebook have done. I have to compliment them for that, because they can really help you to organize your product for you to be able to sell and reach out to much more people, definitely, because you're a customer. It's about where are your customers. But I have to say, when I met you, Nelly, you also going to the events. You to going to events. That's a very we cannot miss that one.
I didn't even mention it. Can you imagine? Like, oh gosh. I did those markets in every corner of the Netherlands. And on Friday, we pack up the car with the kids. And we drive 2 hours to go to this market in the rain. And then maybe you don't sell. But for me, I saw it as a win-win, because I was like, they've seen me. They've seen Angaza. I've talked to them. So that was marketing. You come back home, start unpacking again. Oh, those.
I remember I met you in as well as in Schaumburg when we had the African Festival with Carol and Williamburg, and you had just given birth to a new baby, and I was like, I think at that time I'll be at home relaxing myself, and you're here taking the effort, the energy to really bring the products to the people. And the baby, I think it was just a few weeks. I don't think it was 1 month old, because I knew you had just given. I said, no, I have to come here and sell. And the energy, and I have to say, when you go into this business, the family have to go with it. Your daughter loves that. It's a chance to see another new place, so that your husband is also really taking care of you in that area. So it's the events, while they are really a place. I also have to say, also even in Aue, it's a sad that we have Corona right now. We have to go back to the internet, but people are catching up with that. But they can always reach you on your Facebook as well. Do you have a website as well?
Yes, I do have a website.
Yeah, just write for me in the chat there, and I'll share with them there so that they can see it on the chat, and so that they can see. So, guys who are listening right now, I hope you are being energized and excited to start businesses back at home, because that's the way we are going right now. Our way is leading in this area. We want to make sure that we share with you as much information as possible so that you can be able to be able to come back here and start taking these businesses that are coming up in the near future. We'll be seeing a lot of marketing coming up throughout the year, starting from January. As I told you, the AFC FTA is opening up in January. Trading Africa is opening, and they really need you as a diaspora to be also part of the bridge, the branding, the packaging, the skills. Share your skills, your knowledge. And our actually, as we speak, I'm going to announce it already. We started an academy to help you to actually do that. So actually, this is the first time I'm announcing here on my show, because it was announced during the week. And we are actually coming up now with the academy to help you. And people like Nelly, she can come in and help you, give you few classes and tell you how she did it, so that you can also learn from her how to do your bookkeeping. The other day we had somebody else doing farming from a distance. They're doing a lot of amazing work, agriculture. The last week, but that I had a tourist doing tourism, ecotourism, and this is so amazing when you have visitors going on and you have your Facebook app. You have Facebook for marketing. You have your WhatsApp to make sure that the room looks exactly the way you want. It's so amazing and refilling. I mean, you're quite busy, but it's doable. It's doable from a distance, a diaspora. That's what I'm here to preach you about and tell you it is possible. So tell us a little bit about your support network. Who are your support networks?
First of all, the family, because I mean, even just now, it's bedtime. I mean, we are all working from home. So you have kids who are sent from school because they're coughing, or you are there, you have your team meeting, but just if everybody, it's like a puzzle, you just connect and swap, even though I was on baby duty, but I was like, oh, I need to log in earlier. And my husband was like, oh yeah, you go, you take care. Okay, go. Let me set your mic, And then, okay, tomorrow I know I will tell him, okay, you relax, I'll cook, I'll do this and this. So the support system, and that's what I was saying, find the people who run with the vision. So my family, your close-knit people have to run with that vision as well. So that when you are lacking back a bit, they're like, why you not supposed to have that website today? Why you supposed not to hand over that thing today? Because if they don't run with the vision, you'll be sitting and they're like, okay, that she never believed in that thing. So for me, the family and the team, and of course the clients, really, I have clients who just talk and chat, and they're like, oh yeah, one day I'll find something that fits me, or one day I will customize something. And I'm like, yeah, we are here. We are waiting for you when you're ready. So all of them support in every way they can. And that's really the support system.
Yes, yeah. So I like the way you say your family. This is when you start into businesses, involve the whole family, and I also have to say also your like-minded people, surrounding yourself with the right kind of people.
Yeah.
So like you're in fashion industry, you involve yourself with people who are in that area so that you can be able to, or even anybody who's doing businesses, to understand when you say, oh, today was a hard sale, I didn't sell anything, and I went. So the other one can understand and tell you, so don't do this and do that, And these are the things that I think are also very important, to surround yourself with the like-minded people. And how has it been for you?
Oh, I think for now, because I've let go, and I've finally, because you have to, I have my own skills. I was reading that, I've started reading again, and you have to say, Joy, that I am Joy, I am good in this. It's time for us to really, and it's not like bragging. It's you accepting that you have success in something, and you have done amazing, really. But I don't think maybe you should one day just do a post and say, I am Joy. I know you did one time, and you said about having a degree or something, I think you need to continue that post and say, I am Joy, I'm this, I'm this, I'm good in this, I'm good at this. Of course, I can talk about you because I know what the good things you're good in. So for me, I had to accept that I'm not good in taking Angaza to the next level. I've already given it a platform, and I'm good in overseeing and managing and leading, but I'm not good into the nitty-gritty technical stuff, like what your sons are doing. Amazing. I mean, I could hire them, but I won't afford them.
They are very cheap. They're very cheap students. It's a pocket money.
You have to accept that you are good in something, and there's someone else who is better at that other thing, and you need them to kind of form that puzzle. And that's what it has been for me. So the first 2 years was me trying to pretend that I'm good in the technical and all that. But customers don't want to know. A customer wants to know, when am I getting my package? When am I getting that photo? When am I getting the picture of the fabric to see that it's the one I wanted? So I cannot be an octopus and have all these. So that's what it has been. And I think we've been on the ground for too long, but I have to say it, the only way is up right now, really. The only way is up. And me letting go is also a sign that the only way is up.
I know. I agree with you completely, because I was also running around here and there, and I decided, if you continue like this, of course you have some people who are helping and all that. Like, I remember the virtual summit, when my kids told me that, I knew those ones are gonna put me there, because I cannot. Once they say they are going to, mommy, it's okay, we will find. You just have to, like, okay.
Yeah.
And they did it, and I didn't even have to really command that. They taught me how also to let go, like, I trust them and they're gonna do the right thing, but I'm overseeing, of course, what is happening. And the other thing is also looking for support, because there's also professional people doing professional things. I have to say, like, we have been doing all this writing and all that. Right now we decided, you know what, we could pay a little bit small. We hire somebody from home. Virtual assistants are all there. And they're in Kenya, a lot of them who can help you for me, writing is not my thing, right? And I do a lot of grammar problems and all that, but I just said, you know what, you don't have time for it. Just throw it in and let somebody edit for you. So, and being in the two country, German and English, is just chaos there. So it's and you have to accept you're not good at something, but don't say you cannot do it. I always say, go for it. And sometimes you will be surprised. The best writers were the worst writers when they were at one point, right? So, but knowing those weaknesses and looking for help and pay for it. Take classes. I've been taking classes nowadays for money, this autonomy, where we just shared the other day. We said, okay, we've been saying we'll be managing money. I don't think we understand what you're doing with our money. Let's see how we can. What is this class about? And I was waiting for it. I want to hear. And it was a very interesting class. And then I think I'm taking another courses here and there. I have to, because you cannot be good with everything.
Oh.
And if it's the one stopping you, and you don't have time for it, hire somebody. They're very cheap back at home. They can do that. My designs, I used to, like this, what you see here, it was designed in Kenya. All my design work are done in Kenya. And it's not a lot of money, but saves you a lot of time. And you create jobs. And that's what you're doing as well. And right now, tell us about creating jobs. How big is your? I can hear you're hiring. Maybe somebody here needs a job and is an advertiser. Maybe. Tell us, how many do you have right now?
It's how I package myself. It can be hiring, but maybe I just hired my husband. I hired my
it doesn't matter. It's a way of growing. Tell us.
So I have a digital marketing lady. I have a PR, because now we have a few celebrities that want to work with us.
Wow.
And I figured, so I figured I need a chap lady that is. I'm also chap, but sometimes I'm in a meeting at work and I have to work with integrity. I want to work with I want to be diligent with my work. I want to give my boss the 8 hours that he has given me, has employed me. So I figured if I want this thing to grow, I cannot be, lunchtime is not lunch. My lunch break is not enough to answer an email for Angaza and so on. So I have someone who is taking care of that. And and the designer who now is in charge of all the other designers, depending on the workload. We have several single ladies that the lead designer is working with. And I think we're gonna grow more, and then we'll keep on hiring as we go. And like you said I like what you said about paying for information, because like I said, I've also been reading, because at times like money, if you ask me how I manage my money, I'll tell you I'm the best money manager, financial. But if you start taking me into details and all that, like, okay, so where did the 50 euro go? I bought credit, and until you write it down and really focus on that. But I think I will generalize here and say, and stereotype and say, Africans, we always are too late to get into things. We don't want to read about things. Okay, we are very well educated, but in terms of reading about lifestyle and development issues, we always like asking too many questions and overthinking. Like, why is Joy reading about money, financial markets, and the financial management? Don't you know how to manage your money?
Nobody teaches anyone, even not in school. No one teaches you how to manage your money. So you guys there, no one. You look at your school education, unless you took an extra course for managing your money, you need to do that. And actually, we'll be having it as well on our platform. So check out on it on our platform. It's so important courses there.
It's very important. And also asking too many questions, like if you see something that is being offered, the first question, I'll say an African, let me just say it, an African will always ask, how much? How much is it? That is not the first question you should be asking. You should be asking, what will I learn? Okay, how can I get it? And then later you go to the money. But we always like equating things to the money thing. Like even me, I did that mistake. I was looking for a web designer, and I was like, how much will it cost? Instead of putting out the points that I wanted and then saying, hey, this is what I want and this is the budget, can we work something out? But even if I post a picture today of a dress, you'll see the first question, how much? Is that the color you want? Is that the size you want? Is that the fabric you want? Because if you're a size 2 and if you're a size 20 like me, it's not the same amount of fabric. If it's a color black or silk, it's not. So if I say it's 10,000 euros, will you run away and not buy from me? So we need to not overthink things. If we want it and we want to learn it, let's see how can we get it? Because even if it's 10,000 euro, there might be one for 5,000 that I can make for you, but you don't know because you've simply seen the 10,000 and you've been scared to engage. So let's engage in things that can lead us to growth, like this Centonomy, all this Awe Academy. Let's be the first ones asking questions of not how much it is, but what is their joy? It's like, Joy, I'm in fashion design. I'm working with the designers from the slums. How can this help? Do you have logistical issues? Not, how much is it to join Joy? Are you charging?
Are you charging it for free?
Like, are you charging? What are you giving us? No, like I need to come with what I want and then ask, okay. We ask too many questions, we overthink. It's time to get into the untapped market and change the story, because a lot of times there was this question of what good can come out of Africa. And that's the reason why I'm working with the designers from the slums. Like the designers, if you go into their houses, you'll not imagine they're the ones who are making these items, because I want to change the narrative, and it's only us who can change the narrative of what's being told, because you can't tell my story. You can try to give a summary because you've heard me talk, but you don't know the details. I am the one who needs to tell that story. And the only way to tell that story is being involved in the Africa that we love and the Africa that we want to see the change in.
Wow, wow. That's so well put there. You diasporan out there, I can see you're all listening very well. This is a very important information that we want to let you know that yes, diaspora, this is your time. The change starts with you. You can start small, you can start big. S- You can ask questions if you want to go into that area of diaspora. There's always enough for anywhere, because there's also this thing we think you're competing and copying. I always think if you are given an idea and you don't use it, that idea comes out and goes to somebody else. You just have like a very few seconds before it goes to somebody else. And sometimes these ideas are duplicated, and there is enough for everyone. So no competition. No one should be feeling there's competition of any sort
No,
of thing. So if
no.
you need help to in starting into the industry, maybe Nelly would love you to partner with her to start distributing. She has found the channels of bringing it to Europe, and you're in Germany, or you're in Switzerland, or you're in UK, or you're in Greece, name it. She is the one you can contact to, and you can be able to also connect with her, because there's no point of reinventing the wheel. Now you going back, starting to look for other women, and I don't know. Before you do all that, you don't want to know the hurdle that is there. We have to join now the dots. You're in this country, you're in Holland, you can connect with somebody, and actually even it makes it easier to even solve the problem of shipping, because
Yeah.
you be now be you and trans and the export, because now you can even have a whole container of just your designs, and once they reach, they are just dispatched to everyone, whoever who is supposed to sell from whichever country. And this is something we are trying to train a lot, and it's very soon it's coming up. Also, African diaspora, we'll be teaming up people with whatever idea there, and you're leading in that area of fashion, definitely. And I'm so happy that I'm waiting to see your fashions in this big event. Let me
Oh,
tell you, a
yes.
woman who don't support and mention another woman in a meeting. How did you? There was a statement I shared. That's
Oh, yeah.
not the way. It's not that. So I was in a table, and we'll be seeing Angela next week. She is gonna be showing her fashions in a very high level, because I put her there. I said, no, this lady, she's diaspora. She's doing a great work. We need to put her on this level to show also her design as diaspora, because she's supporting people in Kenya.
Absolutely. And also supporting the cotton industry, because that's the reason why the Rapid in Words came, because Kenya, the government put in money into the cotton fabric production, like Rivertex and the one in Thika. So I was like, farmers are suffering, the cotton industry. I want to work with a fabric that I know where it's coming from. And also that's the sustainable part of Africans going back. You have to keep it sustainable so that it's continuous. It's continuous. You continue tapping into that market and refurbishing it. So that's why we are working with Tanga, and we are buying from Tanzania and Kenya. So from the two companies. So that's, yeah.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
that's also very important, because you create job for the farmers. You create and the person, the design, the company finally is in the manufacturing, because we have campaigned to having manufacturing companies back into our
Yeah.
country, because they all died out. This is so
Yeah.
so important that you're doing that. So you're going places, young lady. You're
Thank you.
opening the doors. We are gonna be sharing all these, because we need to give out these true stories, not just talking. We have people who are acting and doing proper things outside there, and we'll be broadcasting them everywhere. I can see now, guys. If you have any questions, support for Nelly, throw them there. We need to see your comments. They are all coming in now. Thank you. I can see you coming in, Nelly. You are talking to me. Yes, Nelly and Jerry. Jerry, she's in Switzerland. You have somebody here for the fashion design. Collaborate with her, and you have a package to bring in there. Throw your questions in and answer and support, and cheers to our dear Nelly here as we wind up. Love that, Nelly. No one
Story.
can tell our rich stories. Yes, apart from ourselves. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, my dear. She's also in Germany. I love my members who are here listening, because it's
She's
all
my
about,
client.
yeah, I see. She's a very African designer too, wearing. We see her all these clay from very Botswana, doing very great work. And thank you. So I can see another Hilda is there. Wonderful, Nelly. Nelly, you're doing amazing one. Our women love you, because actually I was even thinking I need my design, because I already ordered it but we didn't decide which one and which size. And because of the corona, the sizes have exploded. I'm like,
The good thing, the latest collection, the reason why it's wrap it in words, in the morning you tighten it because you're size 2, but in the lunchtime you've eaten, you loosen it. So it's wrap it. It's
I
very
wanted it
loose.
for next week. I need my outfit for next week as we do your fashion show. We also dressing up. If you can deliver for me next week, that'll be good. But with this corona, I'm not so sure how it's running. And it's all
Express.
about supporting each other. Thank you, everybody who have joined us today and your conversation. Nelly, you're doing amazing. Keep doing that. And we need to represent you people who are doing very well. And if you know any other African woman or man, I don't mind who they are. I need to know what the diasporans are doing, and they have to share with you guys who are out there who are struggling. And because I need in January, when deals and ideas are coming, you're ready to flow, and we're giving you the lessons from the Awe Academy, which I want to announce here. Awe Academy is officially open, and we'll be, if you're free on Sunday, we have a meeting at around 19 hours. Is your AWE member, you received the meeting. If not, you can tag me and I can invite you so that you understand what the AWE Academy is from. It's us diaspora sharing the skills and also learning from ourselves and sharing with the African community. It's a very unique network. It's just a platform we are creating for you. So if you're there and you have a skill and you want to do, we can easily give you a slot where you can give the skills and also earn a little bit of money for yourself, because those skills did come on their own. You had to learn, you had to prepare yourself. So, and there's a membership for fees to do that. So it's really will be an academy that it's a knowledge pool of so many activities. And you need to learn Swahili. We have a teacher of Swahili. If you want to learn health, we have somebody for health. Carol Mulebook was already put up. And right now we have for entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship is really already on. It's the first one that is already starting from Sunday. We are teaching you how to jumpstart from beginning to start your business, because not everybody is a business person. But sometimes maybe you're interested to know, and maybe you have never tried it to see, because I think business, what is business? Just take and give and see, but you need to understand the technology about it to keep it sustainable. So we'll have a jumpstart classes coming up. They're already set for you. Very fair prices. We are talking about 100 euro, 150 euro. It's really not a lot for around 3 times for 2 hours each, starting in January. And we have how to pitch your business, how to market your business, how to do guerrilla marketing, we're calling it at the moment. So and we have actually a professional all the way from the US who's been doing this for a lot of people. And we are actually using all the resources that are out there to bring you the best, so that when you get started and you know about the African area, you're ready. So Awe Academy is already ready to rock on Sunday. So feel free to join us. So before we go, let's empower some diaspora there who are thinking of going into business or even supporting. Because as I said, you are not even sewing anything. You're actually just bringing the clothes and selling them. How can you support these people?
I think for anyone who has, because for me, it started from a passion to see change, because it started when we were going to the slums and, talking, giving them hope, and then also receiving it, because we always think that we are coming to save them. No, it's a a two-way thing. They can save themselves. They just don't have the platform. So you might be thinking, oh, I want to start this, but really maybe I don't even have the money. But you have a colleague who is thinking like, oh, Nelly, in Kenya, I see children who have no platform to learn about computers, and they're using old phones. I have a phone company on the side, or I have computers on the side, and I love IT. How about a trip in the summer and help them? So you are just the one who connects your colleague with the kids in this school to learn about IT. Or you have some money on the side and you want to empower like farmers or people to plant trees, or like me, who didn't have the money but had a platform. That's why Joy was mentioning the markets. I told myself I want to see the change in them. So if they need a platform, I will travel to every market in Europe, I'll drive there and I'll expose these items, these creations to these markets. So don't limit yourself. You look around you. Look at the. I always say you're in the platform you are in for a purpose. Really, look at the people around you, the social support system, your colleagues. What are they interested in? Really, some of the many things I've done. Last year, my colleagues paid school fees for a few children. I didn't even contribute. I just said, "Hey guys, I'm doing this." Or someone asked, "Nelly, it's the new year. What can we do?" So if you don't have the money, you have people around you who have the money. If you don't have the money, you have time you can put into. So just look for anything you can do and don't overthink it. If it's in your heart and you have peace, go for it, because it's better than regretting afterwards that you did not do it. And thank you so much, Joy, for the platform. Really, you really, I don't
I
know.
just do my thing. I just do my
Yeah.
thing.
And that's the thing. You think you're doing your thing, but that's the thing. You're just like, I'll give my time. I'll bring the women. They'll talk about their thing, and na 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 na. But for us, it's a whole new picture, really, and it's amazing.
Thank
The
you.
platform you are in is really to create impact. Really, it's amazing. So
Yes.
thank you for that.
Awe is gonna move things, and thank you so much for really empowering my women, my everybody who is here. I can see you have a new order already on my chat. Someone is feeling cold, and Nelly, I'm waiting for my headscarf. It's
It's
becoming
coming.
cold. Yes, she has very beautiful design, guys. If I'm telling you, this lady, she has also the sales. When you get to this lady, just know you'll come out buying some. She has a sales, actually very good with sales. And I keep telling her, you're really, really good with that. And combining these and looking at you, oh, this one will fit with that. She can really give you a full a full makeup, all the in terms of fashion. Yeah, you have a new branding of yourself in African style. If that's the way you want to go, she's also very good with that. And we are here to really encourage you. Diasporans are here. We have all these opportunities. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? I know you're very busy working day and night, building other countries in Europe. Why not be part of supporting your own continent back at home? Going back and doing businesses and being ready to start partnering as you had. You don't need to do these practical things yourself. You just some of them just need finance. Germany at the moment is supporting the diasporans. I keep preaching this. It's called Vidu Project. If you have not heard about it, please check. If you're from Germany or Austria, and you come from Cameroon, Ghana, and Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya, others have been added in January. You need to be coming on this platform and checking it. And I'm going to share with you here. It's called www.vidu.africa. So what they are doing, they are helping the diasporans to actually come here and be able to partner with a business back at home. You're the sponsor. All they need, some of them, because some of them have been affected by COVID-19, all you need to do is to just be there for them. Nothing else. Some of them, you're not even given ask for money, but the money we are sending back at home, but how can we use it properly? Not just for as you had, we are sending a lot of money in remittance, but are we doing it the right way? Is there a hole in Africa that is consuming that money? You wonder where it's going to, is this huge pot that if it's getting so much money, so why is the continent like that? Because they're not doing it the right way. We do it collaborative in a way that it's helping that the people learn how to fish, come out from aid, we go to trade. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are not
Yeah.
doing aid anymore. If you want to help
No.
somebody, stop sending money all the time. Start a business for that person. I know
Yeah.
you have had disasters, and that's why we are giving you trainings to help you to even find out how you can help your people in a different way, that it will still be impact and leave you in peace and enjoy a little bit of your time here in Europe, not all the time overworking. So that's so important for me to share with you about that. And it's not my project, but just check on it and have a look at it. If you have any questions, let me know about it. So thank you so much for coming, Nelly, and all my people who are listening. Thank you for joining us today, and those people who listen thereafter. if you have something that you're doing in diaspora and you can come here on my stage and share with the people, I'm really looking forward to it, because I know my our women, they are doing great work. So, and let me leave you to go to your children and your family. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. And thank you, Joy. Thank you, everybody. Let's go together far away. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for that, for being there for that. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what AWE is bringing in the future so that you are all aware. I told you about the academy. The academy has already started. There is the picture. That's where we will be. We'll be on Sunday, this Sunday. We are meeting. If you have not an AWE member, please register yourself on our website, which I will share here with you, www.africanwomenineurope. And that's where to register yourself, and you'll be able to join us. And we have classes already set for you to get started. And you can, if you're our member, you received an email on your inbox on Friday with the details of registration. Check on it on your email. We'll send it again on Sunday morning so that you still have the connection and be able to join us. And before then, you can register yourself again, www.africanwomenineurope.eu. That's where to find the connection. And I said, we are here, diaspora. It's a place for us to learn from each other. Already we have courses waiting for you. So be ready to join us exactly on Sunday at 19 hours. We are starting, first of all, with our own members, and later on we'll be sharing with all of you more information later in the next Friday. We'll be sharing more with the public how it is and how you can register, but we are starting with our own members to share it. Otherwise, we have also the website. Check on it. I'll share with you here how you can check on the website and go to our website as well, www.africanwomenineurope, and reach out to us as well if you have any question, info@africanwomenineurope.eu. And another thing that is going on right now, we also have the AWE Awards. Our awards are already up, and we are also waiting for you to, we know you're doing amazing work. We did this 2019 and we had so many award winner. We are doing it again. We skip always 1 year. So this year we are going to do a 2021. It's on 8th of May. Mark your calendar. And if you're doing amazing work there, please register yourself, nominate yourself, or we're going to nominate you one way or another. And as I told you, where you can find all that information, it's info@africanwomenineurope.eu or www.africanwomenineurope.eu. And the other thing we will not forget, we also have the AWE app. AWE app has been there for a while. We are closing all the WhatsApp groups. If you have been in a WhatsApp group, and we are communicating now on the AWE app, and you can find it on the iOS and Android. They're already there. We are charging €99 a lifetime membership. That's why we'll be giving you a lot of information and sharing with you a lot, because we need to keep our own data and own our own data. Some of these platforms, as you can see, I'm not reaching all my members, although I have 5,000 members. And you can see I'm not, because of the algorithm status of this Facebook social media limit you to reach to your members. But on our app, we will be able to reach you, and you don't miss out on any information that is coming up, because there's a lot of goody things are coming up, but I'm going to share it, all of them, on the AWE app. Check on it, download it, AWE app, African Women in Europe, and it's costing $19.99 a lifetime membership, because we need to also pay for our data and our space to put all that project. So thank you very much for joining me today. Those are just overview of what is happening. And I want to thank you for your time. Let's keep connecting. There's so much going on right now, and so many events that are happening, and all the events that I'm going to, I'm sharing with you beforehand, and all the information I get there, quite a lot of information. I know you're very busy women and men, but I'm sharing with you all this information in our group and our app. That's where I put all the information, some funding going on, some education, some support system for yourself and your people back at home in Africa. And I'm putting all these on the AWE app. So if you're on AWE app, you're going to be gaining all this. But if you're not there, it's very hard to reach you, because we don't think you get all this information. All these systems that you're seeing, social media, are limiting us to reach you. But on our our app, you'll be getting all that, and you have so many groups, and you have a discussion as well. So see you again, as I mentioned, on Sunday. We will be having the Awe Academy launching together with you during our every month meeting for Awe members. You'll be the first people to get an advantage. You have discounted tickets for you to start joining, and I'll share with you the link right here for you. But the members will start getting the first discounts and classes that are going to be starting actually as in January. So thank you so much for your time, and I bless you all. God bless you all. Enjoy your weekend. And don't forget, together we are strong and knowledge is power. I'm going to leave you here with a short view about the app so that you have an idea about it and how to get to download it. And we see you then later on. So thank